Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. And I'm just gonna jump right into it because I guess you can call it a hack or a secret to success, a tip, whatever you want to call it. But I was breaking it down. I was actually studying and looking over at things that I've done and things that I'm trying to do, and I kind of broke it down like inadvertently. I wasn't even looking for this. I wasn't even looking for the topic of this episode when I thought of it, and when I understood that, like, man, this is important. I have to express this. I have to articulate this so people can understand really what it is and how important it is. And basically, to me, in my opinion, one of the greatest hacks, lessons, practices, behaviors, whatever you want to call it, secrets to success and being a game changer and being great and being phenomenal and unmatched and breaking records and setting titles and being an absolute boss at anything you want. I think the greatest secret to making that happen is setting the tone. Seriously, you have to master setting the tone. You have to make that a habit. You have to make that a go-to. You have to make that instilled in how you do everything, because I always believe in how you do anything is how you do everything. If you half-ass your laundry, you'll half-ass through life. You know, if you half-ass the cleaning in your house, you'll half-ass the assignment at work. You'll half-ass this project. If you knock out making your bed in the morning, you might knock out that next project. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you know how to, if you can develop and strengthen your ability to set the tone, you can get so much done and more. And let me back up. Just for those who might not know what I mean by setting the tone, some of us might understand it right off because we understand success. We understand how to move. We understand like, oh, I get what he's talking about. I set the tone wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But some might mean might take it as what does that mean? What is it? What is it? And I'm gonna tell you what setting the tone means. It means setting the pace, setting the speed, setting the standard, setting the atmosphere. You might be like, how can I control that? You control it by your effort. You control it by your own actions. You control it by having self-control. The ultimate form of self-control. That discipline to go out there and do it. And I'm not saying you have to be the best at something starting out. But I guarantee you, if you go out there and hustle and put in the effort to being the best, you're going to be good at that one day. I don't know how close to the best you're going to get, but you're going to be great at that one day if you keep putting in that effort. If you keep grinding, if you keep at it relentlessly, like every time I look up, you're putting in work. Every time I look up, you're looking down. at your paper, at your computer screen, or at your craft, at your art, at your shoes, at your equipment, at your uniform. You're looking down to get, because you're analyzing how to get back out there and do it. You're analyzing, how do I get better? You're setting the tone. Like, I'm gonna give you an easy example. Michael Jordan. Everybody loves Mike, right? Michael Jordan. You know what people say about Michael Jordan? He carried his team. You know why they say that about a lot of MVPs and a lot of championship winners and a lot of greats? You know why they say they carried the team? You know why they say that? Because they set the tone. They set the pace at which the team had to play at. And if they didn't play at that pace, they couldn't even, they went out there. And you don't remember them because you remember Jordan setting the tone. You remember LeBron setting the tone. You remember Kobe setting the tone. Some of you football fans might remember Patrick Mahomes setting the tone. Some people might remember leaders that set the tone. They said, this is how we're going to do this because this is how I'm doing this. And why is that important? Why? Because when you set the tone, first of all, you're getting the work done. You're going out there every day. You're going out there every hour. You're going out there every 10 minutes. You're going out there every 6 months. Whatever the frequency of which you have to do something to be great. It could be working out. It could be practice. It could be closing these deals. It doesn't matter. But you're doing it consistently. You're doing it on a regular basis. And when you're not doing it, you're figuring out how to do more of it. When you're not selling a home, you're figuring out how to sell more homes. You're not waiting around until a home is sold. That's setting the tone. Because if you don't set the tone, let's flip the script. If you don't set the tone, now you're kind of just waiting for shit to happen. Now you're kind of just waiting for someone who has set the tone in their life to just happen to cross your path and need you and have a place for you and have something for you to do. That's all work is. We're a part of someone else's dream, somebody else's manifestation of what they wanted to happen, of their system, of their processes. The shit works so well, man, they can hire you. And it's possible to achieve that. But you have to set a tone within yourself. First of all, no matter what sport you play. You gotta get up early. You gotta eat right. You have to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind. You have to get rid of toxic traits and habits and people and stay away from bad environments that don't help you flourish and thrive. You know what I'm saying? You have to set the tone. And once you set the tone, there's momentum, there's a rhythm there. You create a current that's flowing your way. Because you moved everything in your direction. And you got rid of everything that wasn't moving in your direction. It gets easier because you set the tone. It's hard if you don't set the tone. If you're just in and out. If you're just barely trying to do something and you're fucking around with trying to be great. You're not taking it seriously. You're just fucking around with it. You're toying with the idea of being successful. You're imagining what it could be like, might be like, would be like. But haven't actually made a step. Man, set the tone, and that will be the step. That will be all the steps, because if you set the tone, shit'll start happening. You start doing stuff will start getting done. You'll start finding the right and wrong ways to do things, and they're both okay. They're both valuable. Learning how not to do something is valuable. It's saves you from having to do it again, and it gives you something you can teach someone else who's not there yet. You can sell it if you want. Set the tone. But that's my message today, because I really see some of you being very, very successful once you take control over the pace at which things are happening. Some people are like, man, it takes too long to get a degree, to get that certificate, to learn that skill, to understand that program, to go through that process. It takes too long. Time is going to pass anyway. You set the tone. You can make that time come faster if you're busting your ass, if you're grinding, if you're working hard, if you're making the moves, if you're figuring it out, if you're doing the research, if you're playing the game. If you set the tone, you can get degrees like that. You can get achievements and accomplishments and awards and championships and titles like that. It relates to being successful because it is being successful. Setting the tone is living like a boss. Setting the tone is how you carry yourself. Setting the tone is how you speak, the things you say, how you think before you speak. That's setting the tone. Let me give you a key word. Setting the tone is intentional. You know what you're trying to create. You know the image you want to portray. You know the results you want to get. That's why you're setting the tone. You can call it setting the mood. When you want to get some action, some play, sometimes you set the mood. But you put the music on, right? You dim the light. You know, that's how you got to control life. You want things to swing in your favor. You can't control what happens, but you can line things up so it flows your way. It's the same thing in life. It's easier once you set the tone. But like I said, you have to be intentional. What do you want to happen? And until you figure it out, how do you want people to perceive you? How do you want people to address you? How do you want people to serve you? And you got to think about that, because that's still... Until I figure it out, I gotta be nice to people. Until I figure it out, I want to be respectful. Until I figure it out, I want to be a person that someone else can respect and look up to. Until I figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So until you figure it out, still be good. Still move with intent. Still try to set the tone of being your best self. If you're wondering what to be, if you don't know nothing else, be your best self. If you don't have a goal, a passion, a hobby, anything in the world that you enjoy, be your best self. What does that mean? Make the best decisions you can to better you. Set the tone. Don't wait for somebody else to start, to lead, to grab a broom, to grab a hammer, to go, to grab their keys, to grab their wallet. Don't wait for somebody else to be first. Don't wait for somebody else to take you for a ride. This is your life. You're behind the wheel. You don't have to get in anybody's car. You're behind the wheel. I never get in anybody else's car. If anything, me and my car get on their ship. I'll get on a ferry. We can all go the same way in our individual cars. But me and mine and my family, man, we're all my car. I love that control that I have over me. So take control. It's all about being accountable, because once you set the tone, the attitude is, it's all me. I got nobody here to help me. I got nobody here to bail me out. I got nobody here to sit in when I want to sit out. I got nobody here to sub me. You know what I'm saying? I got to play the whole 4 quarters. I got to play both sides of the ball. I got to play every down, every snap, from whistle to whistle, from sun up to sundown, from sundown to sun up, whatever it is, whatever my grind is. But I'm out there. That's the attitude you got to have. You got to take it upon yourself. Ain't nobody to blame but me. If I didn't make it to practice, it wasn't my mom's fault because she couldn't take me. It wasn't my uncle's fault because they didn't want to come to practice and watch me. It wasn't my sister's fault because she made me late. She was in the bathroom too long. It's my fault. I didn't get there early enough. I didn't plan. I didn't prepare. I didn't come anyway. That's the level of ownership you have to have over you and your situations in your life. I don't care if it's someone else's fault. How could you prevent that? How could you have prevented it? I got twisted, but we're authentic. Seriously though. Take control over what's happening in your life. Take control over you. Take control over the speed at which things get done. And things that get done slow can still get done fast if you take control and set the pace and get out there and start taking action and take actions in between action and then take many actions in between those actions while you're waiting for some action. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the tone. You gotta be on both sides of the ball. You gotta be hustle. You gotta be sweating. I don't kick it with people who only sweat when it's hot. I kick it with people who sweat on cold days, who sweat. I kick it with people who work hard, who push themselves. They're working out. They're working up. They're working. They're putting in action all the time. They don't wait for something to move them. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. And they create them by setting the tone. When you're up and alert and your opponent is not, you're going to see opportunities. If you're a boxer and you set the tone, okay, you got it mapped out. Now you can create a rhythm and now you can have fun. When you set the tone, you can have fun. You can enjoy it. Why? Because it's all swinging your way because you're putting in the effort and you're not even stopping. You're still putting in the effort. You're piling it on. You can create blowouts that way. That's how they're created. That's how fortunes are made. By people who set the tone. By people who said, I'm going to do something relentlessly, religiously. All day, all night, man. For every time I can. And if I can't do that, I'm doing something about it. Live at that level, man. Anything you want will happen. Don't sit out. Stop being tired. Stop being scared. Stop having excuses. Stop having so many reasons why you can't. And start creating that one reason why you can. And going with that. Alright? I love y'all, man. Check us out on lifeofaboss.net. We got so many things to offer. You got so many things, so many classes coming up. I got workshops coming up. We got a discussion panel with some boss ladies, some very intelligent women, one of them being my wife. Hi, baby, I love you. But yeah, man, success is indeed a lifestyle, man. Living like a boss is just like the hashtag. It's the life of a boss. It's how you do everything. It's how you do everything. It's how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you walk, how you talk, how you greet people, how you respond in a text message, an email, how you carry yourself when people aren't looking, how you think. You have control over all of that. use it. All right. Anyway, man, I love y'all, man. If you're not a premium subscriber, man, be a premium subscriber. Hit the links where you see them. Like, share, and leave a review whenever possible. And yeah, please, remember, success is indeed a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.